Hey guys, that was fun. I know I've fallen and I can't get up is totally right. So I gotta go out here because it's gonna have the old one on there. Let me get part two. I'll tell you what happened. I had the cord underneath the mesh roller because I had these longer extension cords for the iPad so I can move it around if I had to. And it was like, instead of being these three, like 3 foot things, it's like a 6 foot one. And I had it underneath the mesh roller. Never a dull moment. As we say, y'all, welcome to the nut house. That's what happens in this place. Never a dull moment. And now you can't see me because I put it down too low. Hold on. Ah! We swipe those off. There we go. That should work. That should work. Hey, Janet. Oh my God, that's so crazy. And now my iPad isn't picking up. Come on, pick up, pick up. Where are you? There I am. Oh my God. So the cord was underneath. So when I pulled this, it pulled the cord, which pulled the whole stand with the camera down, or my iPhone. And then what it did, because I have you horizontal, it switched it to vertical. And I couldn't get it to go back. So I know I'm back. Yay, found me. Yay, yay, yay. Sorry. Anyway, this is the ultimate mesh roller by Susie. I knocked everything off. So I have these, but I was trying to tell you, I moved the cord, so this ain't going to happen again. Susie puts these little dividers in here, or that she gives you a bunch of these, and they're just like, you go to the closed garment store and it has the size racks on them and all. I know, Sally, I always have problems. I always have trouble. So this way your mesh doesn't stick to each other when you're doing it. So I have it in 2 rolls like this. You can stack them up on top of each other, which would make it go quicker in cutting. But I had that big roll underneath, so that's why I have these side by side. Now watch me knock my iPad over. That's so weird. Hey, at least it was at the end of the video, so now Facebook has it where you can go back and edit. So I can just stop it there and then go back and take it off. I know we're back. Alright, so I was cutting these at 15 inch because I wanted that metallic orange to show through. I needed 2 more of each. Oopsie. My plan was to just do it this way. But my mesh isn't cooperating, so we'll cut it. And we'll get this one. Hey, yes, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I'm so sorry, you guys. What are you going to do? Life happens. You roll with the punches. Well, maybe not. Yeah, you roll on the floor with the punches, but it is what it is. I used to in life, always get so frustrated. And I think as I've gotten older, I just like, okay, it happened. You can't change it. So let's move on. Let's figure it out. Let's make it work. Whatever. Yes, what I do with the end, you can use the end of the ribbon spools to do the same thing to divide it. Good choice. Good idea. What am I getting? The wreath? I usually take all my ribbon spools and from the mesh and all, and what I do is I donate it to my granddaughter's preschool, because they, like even the meat trays, they'll put paint and stuff on it, and she gets these little cups with fruit in it, and I donate those as well. And it's little things they can do, some containers and stuff, so they can put beads and whatnot in it for the kids. Oh, excuse me. Bathroom, Sally, not done. Not done. Not done at all. It is still like that close. Literally, it's like 98.9% done. And it's just like, come on. So I'm guessing by nobody being here last week, I'm just guessing it's going to be another big story of, oh, well, such and such, such and such. And I'll be like, whatever, you know. So it's just like, it's very, Waldo is so sad because nobody's visiting him. Poor guy. I mean, literally, I don't go in the room. For the first time this past week, I have not mopped in that room. I have not dusted that room in 7 months. And, you know, they'll sweep and vacuum when they were done and stuff. But my furniture, my bed is still laying in plastic. When that comes off, I'm going to have to take the comforter. I mean, my comforter, you know what I have in there? I have my winter comforter. It's like a velvet comforter with the duvet. It's a duvet. And I have my down comforter inside. Now, the down comforter is an all year round one, but it has my winter. I was like, I don't even need to remove it. Winter's coming. Hello. But no, I will have to wash it. And I'll have to take, I'm going to be like, take the comforter. Everything's going to have to be washed. All the sheets that have been sitting on there for 7 months. I think I took the pillows out. I'm going to take the mattress cover pad off because I'm just like, all the dust and stuff in there. Whew. And then I got to clean everything. I have antique furniture in there. And so now all the furniture, I have to take, what do you call it, like an air spray to get all the nooks and crannies. And then I'll have to do what we call beeswax it to make it nice again because it's all dried out. So, drama. All right. So there's that. Now we're going to put our ribbon on. And I'm not going to knock the camera over. Hey, Bertha, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. All right, so again, I cut these at 13 inches. I could have done it longer, but I chose not to because I really want the orange to show out. Now, because I have the green on top, I'm going to try not to put it with the green one. I want to put it with the darker one. That's my goal. And we have even numbers, so it should work. And we're going to split this up, babies. I'm back too, Kathy. Had a little camera malfunction there on my part. I think I'm going to pull these on a diagonal. Just some fun. Frankenstein's got to eat. You got the spider hanging out here. I'll get 2 on and then I'll show you what they look like. Oh, Dawn, you don't want to know. Dawn, we started at 8 o'clock, but we had a camera malfunction, so I just came back on a few minutes ago. But, so this is kind of like part 2. The other one's part 1. And we talked about how to choose ribbon. You can go back and you can look because it's going to be on there. It's saved and I have it already shared for you guys. We're making a Frankenstein wreath here. And he is purple, black, white, green. Forgot what his other color was. Although I'm looking right at it. So we're just having some fun. We did poof method, 10 inches on the inside, 12 inches on the outside. The curls are cut at 15 inches each. And we're just putting on the ribbon tails now. So, did I get it right around to you? Where are we? I think you can see that. This, where is it? This one's sticking out. They're sticking out. Sticking out. I can't see. It's upside down and backwards. You can't see. So, oh, good. So that's what it's going to look like. So far. So far. Hello, Vicky. I'm glad you guys all came back. Okay, we've been talking about a ghost in my craft room. And this ghost, seriously, is living over here in the mesh. Last week, I have a baggie that has some 5-inch mesh, fell off the shelf. We were on the live and another piece of mesh fell off the shelf. I don't know if you guys just heard it, but another one, an orange one, just fell on the floor. So I always say, hi Mom, I know you're here, because I always think it's my mother. And it was the strangest thing. I know you're thinking really weird. I like the green polka dot. I picked that up. Now, most of this ribbon came from Deco Exchange. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to post a link down here for you, because I am going to, whoops, wrong place, because I was doing my Etsy stuff. Here it is. Copy. When I went to Wreath Makers Live, I'll show you the box again. I bought a box of ribbon, and I really like it. Now, he had 2 kinds. Oops, there it is. I posted it. I know. Even, who's it? Cookie Lady, Becky was on, and she goes, oh, you have ghosts. And I'm like, it's in these 2, you guys can't see, but I have these cubicles, and I have my 5-inch mesh and 10-inch and 12-inch mesh and all in there. And they usually go in this, but I do have a couple of this. But the one that fell off the top was horizontal and just fell out. These 2 just fell out the same way. So this is one thing. Let's see my bouquet. Now I don't have all the ribbons in here because I have them out here. But this is the small box. This is the 1.5 inch. And I'm using some of the other ribbons. So I got 3 different ones. This says black, purple, and the green we're using in here. We have his eyes that were in here. So you got 12, right? 12 ribbons. And I believe he still has some. He also has some 2-inch. And he had, you know, like, picture this green. No dots on it, but all sparkly. He had all ribbons like that in a whole big box too, that he was selling. I bought this one in a fall one from him. So there's a link down there if you want to go and check it out. You can check anything out on that. See? You heard it. See? Look, it's sitting on the floor. This is what fell. A 12-inch mesh fell out of that. Oh, so here's the story with my mom. So my mom passed in 1993. And so I was, and you're going to think I'm really weird. I was sleeping one night and I had to take this big, I was a gymnastic coach, and I was taking my United States of America, national gymnastic test. So I took, you know, what would be 2 levels of the test, and they said, why don't you just take the next 2 levels? And I was like, oh, I didn't really study for them, you know? And I was like, well, I'll take it. I'll see what the test is like if I don't pass it, you know? So that night, you know, and it takes about 2 weeks. So it wasn't that night. It was like the day before the letter came in the mail. That night, my mom came, and she always used to crochet, and she had these big, like, bug-eyed sunglasses on all the time. And, hey, Claudia, how are you? My friend from Alaska. And it was, like, in the middle of the night, and I remember this night. She's in her rocking chair, and she's knitting away, and she just looked up and says, oh, you passed your test. And then she kind of like in The Wizard of Oz, you know, when the tornado and the lady's sitting in her rocker chair, you know, knitting. It was kind of like that, and not a tornado, but just like she kind of zoomed in and did that. Oh, you passed, and then just went away. Next day, I got the letter, and it said I passed the test, and I was like, oh my God. So in my room upstairs, every now and then, the one light, you'd be watching TV, everybody's just watching, all of a sudden the light goes on, and you're like, oh, and I just like, okay, Mom, if that's really you, I'm going to turn it off and you can turn it back on. Turned it back off. I said, okay, Mom, if that was you. Boom, the light went on again. And I went, oh. I was like, oh my God, my mother's here. And I said, okay. I said, well, Mom, evidently that's your signal to let me know you're here. You're watching over me. So I know every time that light goes on when it's not supposed to, it's my mother. Oh, good, Claudia. But she also did it. I was at work. This is going back a few years. And I was working in this shop where you engrave. And I was alone all in the shop, and we had music boxes. And the store wasn't, you know, it was rectangle this way, so people would walk in on the long end of it. And I was in the store by myself, and I was doing my thing. All of a sudden, one of the music boxes went on. And I'm like, and I just blurted out, Mom. And I was like, God, I hope nobody heard me say that. That was walking by. I know, Julie. It's weird. And so now it's been the mesh. And I'm like, okay, is something exciting going to happen in my life? Like my bathroom getting done? Maybe that's the hint. They're going to have it done this week. Or, you know, hopefully nothing bad. Because usually when she comes, it's something good. So, I hope it's good news. I know, that seems so weird. I'm not, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's because I got back from New Orleans. The little voodoo people came and followed me, and it's voodooing over there. Who knows? But, you know, it's just that. Does anybody else have that? Like, you always think, like, you know, like that guardian angel is watching over you and just, like, kind of, you know, I mean, I miss my mom, and I think of her all the time, because this past April was 25 years that she's been gone. But I still think of her a lot, you know, because, you know, raising, I don't want to say raising my grandkids, but, you know, being a good part of their lives, you know, I think of the things, you know, you always say, oh, I'm not going to be like Mom. I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to be me. And you find yourself doing the same things no matter how much you try, the same mannerisms and stuff, as your parents did. Your bathroom is... No, Claudia. We're into month 7. Nope. Oh, girl. You don't, The one guy, we texted the contractor. You have to go back and look at the last live I did, which was, I think, last week, was it? No, maybe the week before. The one guy, he's no longer allowed back in the house. And I texted the contractor, and I said he's not allowed to come back. And, you know, not weird at all. Yes, she's just watching over you, wants you to know. I know. My dad's still here. And he's going to... This is August. In 2 months, October 13th, my dad's going to be 99. Taking longer than... a lot longer. So my friend Claudia, we're military friends. We met back in 1986, I think it was. And we met when we were in Alaska. So what she's talking about, for repairs, if you had lived on military base and you call, you say, hey, you know, there's water dripping from my ceiling. They're like, okay, we'll send somebody out. But they don't tell you when they're coming out. It could be a week from now, whatever. So that's why she's talking about for repairs, it takes longer. Yeah. This is taking a lot longer than the military. I could have built houses by now. I could have built a few houses by now, probably. Yeah, it's a sad story. Let me just say, and I do this, but we'll get through it. So Claudia, let's see, now you're coming into winter. Has it snowed up there yet? Was it 1985? 85, 1, 2, 3. 85? It must have been the fall of 85. Really? Was it 85? Yeah, we came up in the fall. 1, 2, 3. Because we left in 89. No, it was 86. Oh. Now you're going to get me going. I'm going to have to pull out my old photo album. Oh my gosh. So, oh, that's weird. It's... And I love having friendships like that. I mean, you know, you have your family and stuff. you know, and I just, some of my friends from me growing up posted, they were up in Pennsylvania, some of my childhood friends, and they had gotten together, a couple of them, and had a cookout. Clam, what did he do? He had lobster and clams and stuff like that. It's a big thing to do. We're all from New York and stuff, so that. Reacquainted, thanks, Safesa. Okay. So, Linda, we started the bathroom for the master bathroom. February 9th, we signed the contract. There were some issues according to the contractor. He lost some people to immigration. His mother had surgery. It just, the stories went on. So then he subletted out my place to this other company who wound up walking off the job. The one plumber came because he was told the sinks and stuff were here, and I said, well, no. So he said, well, I'm not doing it because I'm not getting paid. You know, he hadn't gotten paid or something. So he walked off the job. The guy who shattered the glass panel put in, finally, he's the one that's finished the job. He came last week. He was supposed to come Monday, then it was Wednesday. Then I texted him Thursday. I said, you need to be here by before 2 o'clock p.m. And because all he had to do was, what do you call it, epoxy where the glass met the tile so the water wouldn't come out. Just do that and put the locks on my window. That's all he had to do. And he wasted 4 days to do that. So that's done now, so I never have to see him again. Thank the Lord. Because that was a joke. Do you smell your mom when you... You know, I never thought about that, Juanita. My mom didn't really wear perfume. And it's funny because I have, you know, I have some of her jewelry, and, you know, her fingers were a little smaller than me because she was 5. Excuse me, not 5. She was 4'11" and 3/4. And she would always say, don't forget that 3/4 because that makes me almost 5 feet. And so her fingers were smaller than mine. So not all the rings, you know, and stuff like fit me, but I couldn't give it away. Now, when my daughters got married, I took some of the, you know, diamonds from her wedding ring and stuff like that. And, you know, we made it into rings for them because I wanted them to stay in the family, you know, kind of thing. So, but we'll do something for my son when he decides to get married. Yes, please love. Hi, Leslie. My friend, I haven't seen you in a while. You were just on Damon's thing earlier tonight. I saw you there. So when he gets married, we'll do something. I live in Virginia. Where are you from, Linda? Yes, love my page. Bless it. Bring your friends in. You know, we just have fun here. Like we did when the camera went crazy on my part. If you want to get notifications, type the word alert down below. Rosie, my bot, will go ahead and send you a lovely message, and just go ahead and respond back to her with the word alert in your personal messenger. Hit anywhere on this page, and you'll also, those 3 little white dots pop up, and hit the notification button up there as well. So that way you get it 2 places. Third place would be, you can go on the page and just hit the note. There's a big red notifications button, and just type in there alert 2. Oh, wait. I'd like for you to know that I do believe, and I do. So my mom, when I'm out on the computer or perfume, when I'm watching you all, and I tell my mom, I know you're here. I mean, wait, here. I mean, like him. When I'm watching Archie touches my shoulder if you want to. Oh, isn't that cool? How, you know, and it's always somebody that's really you're close to. I mean, I miss, like, I have some uncles and, you know, cousins that passed away that I was close to, but, you know, not like your mom or your dad. I mean, when my dad goes, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because, you know, it's just like, I have one parent left, you know. And when he goes, it's like, oh my God, you know. I smell the smoke. And that's when I think of him because he was a big smoker. Oh, good gosh. Panama City, Florida. Oh, you're in Florida. And the contractors aren't taking that long. Yeah. So I've heard. Somebody else I think was having some contractors down there. They were having a little bit longer. They were having some contracting problems as well. I think it just all depends. Look at the drawer. This guy has done work on our house in the past. This is going to be the last time he does any work on our house, needless to say. And I'm done with him. And my husband and I already said we're not doing anything next year. It was like the what do you call it? The dumpster thing. That went on for like months for him to get it out. Oh yeah, I'm working on it. Oh yeah, I don't know why they didn't take it out. And oh yeah. And I finally called the place and said, hey, I want the dumpster out of my driveway. And they were going, well, it's there because he hasn't paid us. And I'm like, so the dumpster's being held for ransom at my house, you know? So finally they did move in. They said they were turning them over to collections at that time. And I'm like, you can deal with that. That's not my problem. You know, but I just want my house, you know? I just want my house. I want my dining room back. I want my downstairs back. I want my room back. Oh. So, Frankie. Let's see where Frankie. How we're going to do Frankie. I think we will attach him. I think I will stick him here. So I think I'm going to use the boo sign I made. Like I said, I was gonna put it on a cell. I painted this baby. I think I did this on a live with y'all last week. I got the sign from Hot Mesh Mom, and it was plain. So I did it all in black, you know, Halloween. Black is our friend with painting because you can cover all your mistakes. If you use a light color, you know, if you go over the edges and stuff, not your friend. So I did it kind of whimsical, and I think this would be kind of cute with him holding it. With his legs sticking out of the bottom. Whoopsie. It will get better, Linda. Hey, Beth! I know, this is a big fluffy one. I debated about doing fluffy or, you know, because I knew I was putting him in. Sometimes I don't like to go as deep, but we're going all out for this baby tonight. So I think we're going to do him, and he'll have his two hands kind of like holding the sign. So I think we're going to do that. So I will put ruffles all the way around. I debated about maybe putting a bow, but we'll see. Okay, Frankie, we gotta go back down here. I need a bigger table. Oh, if you guys could see my iPad, how funny. My iPad's going in an angle. I'll have to turn it around. Look how your comments are going. Can you guys see that? It just went like a little diamond there, like a little triangle. Oh, thanks. Isn't that funny? Has it not showed up on the computer yet? Oh yeah, you can see it. It hasn't showed up over there. What's taking so long? I just thought that was funny. It was like, I hope he gets better. Yeah. Ah, thanks, y'all. He's a cutie. And I think it just worked out that the colors I chose to do this worked out kind of cool with this. Purple's my favorite color anyway. Alright, well, so we're going to get 2 more tails for each. So we'll put this baby back down here. I put the thicker pillow behind me and it slides down, and it's like when I get up and I'm like, oh, it's driving me crazy. Alright, so we need 2 more of each. I'm not going to thread this underneath because I want to get it done a little faster. So these I cut at 13 inches. I do have my perfect tails behind me, but since I put this on here, we're just going to cut it from here to make it a little bit easier. So when you do this, technically you could, again, put it through the rail. That would be the wise thing. But I'm being lazy. So there's my 2 of those. Here's my pins. Where pins. And see, I usually stick my pins on my iPad, you know, when you have those little grooves that, you know, for your iPad. But I can't do that since we have to rotate the iPad the other way now. Why am I missing one color? So this goes with this one. I'm missing a small one. Oh, it just flipped all the way around the other way. Oh, the cloth on my keyboard keeps all the, you can use a towel or whatever, from all the sparkles and glitter getting on it. So that's why I keep that on it. It actually came with the computer when I first bought it, 9 years ago. And I've just kept it, you know, that way. And I got to remember sometimes to put it on because I do get glitter on it, like here. But this just helps to keep it from, you know, protecting so it doesn't get all the little groovy things. Do you have the name of the man who is selling the round metal things? And now he has the Santa face. If so, can you post it? There were two people selling signs. Now, one was where they had a lot of the rectangle signs, and that came from Affordable Wreaths sign. The other one, hold. Where are they? It's the Reef Shop. I have all these cards. What I can do, I don't know if it was that one. That's wood. They didn't sell wood. If you go back, Cindy, I can find out. I don't know off the top of my head. I know exactly where they were because I did buy a round. I actually have it here. I bought a round, I think it was Frankenstein sign from them. Let me see if it has it on the back of the sign. Because I bought this sign from them. And I think, no, that wasn't him. No, that was Yvette. Hold on. I think these came from them too, but I do not have anything that says who made it. But I will find out for you. Because that's one person. I have all the business cards from everybody, and some of them, you know, I remember Doris, she was in the back. I used some of hers. Queen Bee, I didn't buy any of hers, I don't think. But I have all these cards because I made sure. Now, I did do on my Facebook, I did do a vendor walkthrough. No. And I held up everybody's business card. And it was a him and her because he was on one side, she was on the other. I can't think of off the top of my head. But I will find out for you. Was it Out of the Country's blank some more? See, now you got me going. And I'm looking to see if I have their card because I can hold it up. And then you can get what you need for the website. Yes, I got it. Okay. So I'm going to hold it up. They're based out of Alabama. And you guys snapshot. So I'll come a little closer. so you can snapshot the picture frame. So get your cameras ready, y'all. Let me see where we are. Are y'all going to get a glare? All right, so that's who it is. Got it? My hand's shaking. I think I got Parkinson's. No, it wasn't affordable wreaths because it was a round one. They had all square ones, Beth. Oh, see, I was going to poke my thing because I thought it was on my iPad. I think they had, because I know they had a bunch of, I know exactly where they were in the room, and I remember he was on one side, she was on the other. The Frankenstein one I happened to see behind them between the two because they had tables on both sides and great walls. Well, see if this works, Cindy. If this doesn't work, I'll try to find out for you, because I would have to go back and on my videos, if you go my Wreath Maker Live videos, it would be the first video of me doing the vendors. I walked through all the vendors. I think I did the outside first, and then I came and did the inside ones. So, and I held up business cards for all of them. And I can picture him too. He has dark hair, you know, but I for the life of me, I can't tell you. I can't tell you off the top of my head. Oh, was that on the other side? Okay, maybe that was it. Maybe that was. Okay. Well, I know it's Heart Mesh Mom. I remember the lady who had the wooden signs right next to her. Then it was the Space and the Tea People. And then it was Susie, it was Crafty Tessie, and Queen Bee. Coming up on the other side was Kay's Food, Easy Bow Lady, and the glitters and the glitter elf, because she had the aprons. And then there was somebody with all the funky, the whimsical fruit candy, and then it was Ivy's. Then you had affordable wreaths. Next to her was the Aqua Lady. Behind them was Derica, and it was next to Derica there. See, I can remember everybody but that one booth. My memory. But I'll find out for you, and I will post it on here. Yeah, they were in the middle, like where the Aqua Lady was. We're doing all that. And I loved it. She did all the like silk scarves, and it was right behind her. There were four I think there was four affordable wreaths, her, Derica's, and there was that other booth right there, and I can't remember. No problem. And I'll post it on here. Resume the one that had the small ones. Oh, you want to see the small ones? Is that what you're asking, Juanita? Jan was in the middle, wasn't she? I don't remember. I can't remember her name. And that's bad. No, affordable wreaths had the little tiny ones. Because that's why I have the thing over there. Had the little tiny ones, and they had metal ones, like license plate side. Okay, I'll show you the small ones. I think I only bought 3. And these, we're going to be doing one, I'm going to be using one of these on it. And these come from Affordable Wreaths. I kept their little thing on it, but they have their stickers on the back. Jane's Front Doors. Was she there? Maybe it was Jane's Front Doors. So I bought 2 I only bought 3 of these, so I bought 2 of these and 1 of these. And we're going to do this one with a wreath. These you can put, like you could do a centerpiece and stick them in there. Or you can do little tiny wreaths, you know, for, you know, kids, or if somebody has a small window or a small area, or they have a little display they want to put it. You can do these, and you can do picks on them or put them on the little wreaths. Just like, wait, just like you were holding up. So the big round ones, was it really James Hunter? No, these were the round ones, metal. So the metal ones that I have that I kind of showed were just the ones I kind of showed quickly. These were metal ones. And this is the lady, I believe, that was in the middle, right behind the lady with the velvet scarves. But again, they don't have any tag or anything in it. So Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet. I got that one. And then I had, what was this one? Oh, this is the Scarecrow one. And these are all metal. And of course the cardinal one. And these are all 12. Was she at the show though, Beth? Yeah, these are all metal ones. Last year I do have some, like I have a wooden one which was by Ivy. She does really pretty. This is on wood, and the detail. Can you guys see that? Oh, is my bag sealed? Hold on. This is Ivy Wright, Wood Art Studio she has. But look at the detail on that. Look at the eyes, the shadowing. I mean, I'm not knocking anybody. Some people just draw it and they put the eyes, you know, and stuff like that. But the detail and the shadowing that she puts in this is just gorgeous. Maybe that's who it is, Jane's front door. Beth. I just couldn't think of that one. It was that one spot that I can't think of who it was. Oh yeah, she had gorgeous signs. She had what I really wanted, and I kicked myself for not getting it. She had like a half moon, and she had the Santa face. She did the witch's face, but I really wish I got the Santa face. And then, of course, when I thought about going back to get it, you know, gone. But she paints very detailed. And that's the kind of paint, like when you're doing something like that, like, oh God, McAllister, who paints the gourds. What's her first name? She does beautiful gourds. I can't think of her first name. Oh yeah. You know, you could be in there spending all your money. I did get a little gnome from her too. From Ivy. Oh, I loved her gnome. But you know, you can go crazy when you go to these things and spend a lot of money. FYI, I pronounced Evith, her husband. Evith. Oh, but it says Ivy. IVY on the back. Oops, my bad. Some people do. Crafty Tessie does. You know, she puts a sticker on the back of hers. Some other people do. Some people like them being on there. Some people don't. You get to know some of the products who, you know, by their painting techniques, so to speak, of who's who after a while. Why am I missing one? I'm missing the big purple one. Where are you? Probably under the wreath. Okay, so we have a ghost who stole my big purple one. Seriously? Seriously? Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Okay, we're going to do, leave one pale color out. Okay, Mom, if you took my ribbon, bring it back. It's a 50-yard roll. Nope, whoop, you don't need my butt. Seriously. Okay. We're gonna leave 2 tails. I can't. I don't know where it is. I literally don't know where it is. It's a 50-yard or 25-yard or 50-yard roll. It couldn't have gone far. Oh well. What can I say, y'all? It's one of those nights. Eve it. Okay. Queen Bee had some beautiful. Yes, she did. Oh, you lost the sound. Come back and go back in. Can't believe I lost the whole roll. You got to go out and come back in, Cindy. All right. I don't know where that roll is. That's bizarre. You know this is going to drive me crazy now. It really is. No, it's on a big roll like, oh my God, look. Oh my God. The ribbon was covering it like this, and I have this in the 2-inch, so I didn't see it. I was like, I thought I had it on the ribbon was like this. There it is. Oh my God. This is too crazy of a night, y'all. Too crazy of a night. Oh. Never goes as planned. Never. I know. Like I said, welcome to the nut house. Oh. Ribbon fell out. I don't think I've done one video where nothing's gone wrong. Hey, but it makes it fun. I'd rather have fun. I know. I don't feel bad. I just laugh at myself. Because I'm like, really? You know, you cut the ribbon, you try to have everything ready so it can go smooth. And camera falls, ribbons. God knows where the ribbons went. Because now I got to put them all away. But that's okay. It makes it fun. Ugh. As if I don't fall off the seat. And this was an extra one too, and I could have used that because I cut too many of the other ones before. Good God. I know. That's all it is. Welcome to the nut house. You have to go plan for this for the school year for the granddaughter. Oh, okay. That's fine, Claudia. I'm a hoot. You have never lost your accent. No, I still have kind of my New York accent. I do. But it's certain words that do come out. My New Yorker. Yeah, my New Yorker. Oh, can't cut with that. So, what am I throwing? Like, Jesus, come here. I don't need to throw you. Alright, so here's the 2 per. That is too funny. Perfect is born. I love that you are shenanigans. Oh my God, it's always shenanigans in my house. It's not as bad my accent because we've lived down in the South a lot, you know, because we went moving. when we first got married, you know, my husband and I are from New York, and I'm from Long Island, and he's from upstate New York. And to me, look, I'm going to put it back over here on my spool holder, y'all. And that's too funny that was, I was like, where, you know. And to me, he has a hillbilly accent, and I had that really heavy New Yorker, like, hey, you know, what you doing, you know, kind of thing. Goodbye, Claudia. And we went to Louisiana. That was we went to Virginia, which wasn't too bad with my accent in a way. And then we went to Louisiana, and boy, for 3.5 years, I got so badly knocked about my accent being down there. Because, you know, everything's that southern drawl, you know, y'all. And I was like, hey, no, don't tell me to go down the road. You know, because they'll say, go down the road, and when you get to the flagpole, turn right, and when you see the pig's pen, make another left there, and then you'll see the house at the end, you know, and I'm like, and they would talk really slow, though, and I'd be like, come on, because New Yorkers, we don't waste, you know, and it was like, go, go, go for me, and I was like, oh, God, you guys are too slow, and I had never heard of, they had what they call cattle at large signs, and I was like, what the heck is that? Well, their cattle will get out and roam on the streets and stuff, and the police would come around, big trailers, let them up, bring them to somewhere, and the cattle, you know, the farmers would come say, oh, missing some, you know, they'll go collect them, right? And I never heard of that. I was like, cows, you know, where I was from on the island, you didn't have cows. I mean, there were people, you know, that had, you know, horses and stuff like that. And upstate New York, like there's 3 parts. You have Long Island, you have New York City, and you had upstate New York. So upstate New York, you think of more farmland. And Long Island you did too, but not as much as upstate. And it was just, I never heard of it. You know, like if somebody walks around with a gun, hey, New Yorker, you're like running for life, you know. You don't waste it and try to wait, what's he going to do? Here, it's like a normal thing. And I'm still not used to it. We've been here 22 years, and I'm still not used to it. And, you know, it's just different culture. And, you know, that's just the way it is. Like in Alaska, it took us a while, because up there, a lot of the guys, because they're Eskimos and stuff, and they have the long, you know, dark hair. And where I'm from, if you had long hair growing up in my days, you were called a hippie. Over yonder. And it took a while to get used to that. And then coming out of the mountains after being up there, you know, all winter, and they have a water cask because they're mining and stuff, and they come down and they have wolf skin hats and stuff, and they're coming down looking for the floozies. And, you know, you're like, whoa, you know, and it's just like different places, different things. And I don't regret living there or any other place, because you learn so much. We lived in Kansas, so a lot of farmland and stuff out there, tornadoes and stuff too. So each place is different. Each place has their own thing, and I love it. Most farmers have fences. I live in Nebraska. No wandering there. They had a lot. Now, this is going back in the 80s. This is 81. We were there from 81 to 84. Because 84, was it? Or 85 or something like that. We were there like 3.5 years. And they had just like stakes in the ground with the electrical little barbed wire thing. And they weren't high. It wasn't like all these big posts in the ground and things like that. But I can't tell you how they get out and but if you hit one of them, you are in trouble. That's all I can say. You are in deep trouble. All right. New Albany. I love New Albany, Indiana. Now, I lived in I lived in Chicago. So, Libby 6. What's a Libby 6 mean? Oh, Live 6. Yes. You can type the word alert down below, or alert live, doesn't matter. Rosie will answer you in your personal messenger. And in there, You just type the word alive back to her, and then she'll send you a message, you know, next time we go live. Also, you can hit anywhere on the screen. I lost my train of thought. 3 little white dots pop up. Hit notifications there. Bless the page, you guys. Bless it. Bring your friends in. Let's have a party. All right. Now, we've talked about ribbon and how to do signs and everything. We had a malfunction with that. All right, so I'm going to stand up. So I am probably going to disappear so I can see the sign a little bit better. The wreath. Although I would put it back there, but I won't be able to attach it. Well, I think... Let me see. Let me get his body parts. His body parts. That's my new look, body parts. I think the easiest part to put on would be his legs first. And put my glasses back on. Listen, Juanita, I have my glasses on and I still typo. I always get in trouble with Damon because he always says to me, Carolyn, what are you saying? I'd be like, whatever. Okay, so we're going to stick his legs. So I want the ruffles, the mesh and everything to be more in front and his legs to be kind of behind it all. I don't want to stick it in the middle because then it covers it up. So we're going to flip this baby over. Now, before I flip it, let me flip it back now. Oh, where my little tower disappeared. Okay, let me put it back on there. You can decide where, you know, sometimes there's that one spot where you think, I don't like it as much as something else. And, you know, decide where you want to put it. I don't think I have a spot that I don't like on this or that I feel isn't cool. So I'm just going to stick his legs. I'm going to stick them down here. I'm going to choose this one. And that way, the top, you know how you have these little bars here? It makes it easier when you put a tie if you have the bar because it won't slide back and forth. So there's one opposite of his legs. So we're going to stick these babies on. And this is the easy part. So I say that, right? Now I'm just going to tie these a little bit because he does have a belt on. So I may have to adjust this. And we'll see. Maybe I may put him in the middle. Oh, his feet are out like that. Looked like it was a little duck. Okay, so maybe in the middle might work because otherwise you're not going to see the rope on his belt. Pull you out. And stick it in between. I don't know what fell in the trash. I don't think I want to know what fell in the trash at this point. So we'll stick these two together. There we go. Yeah, this wreath is available in my Etsy shop already. You'll see a green sign. It kind of tells you how the wreath is, how to take care of your wreath. And that's underneath it you'll see Frankenstein wreath. So that's where you can go to find this baby if you'd like to, you know, if you like them. If you like them like that. Okay. Let me tie his pants up here. You gotta get your legs, dude. Oh. He's going to have to be that way. Well, look, they put his little stitches. If you put them like this, then you don't see the stitches. I'm trying to find out what fell in here because that sounded, oh, it's my scissors. I need those. That's so funny. Alright, it's going to be a duck-footed Frankenstein. Alright, so let me flip this over. See where I am with that brace. It's over here. And this has to go on the other one. On the center brace, there you go. And that one goes there. And we can tighten those up. Oh, I'm not picking anything else up. It's staying on the floor. Not my night. Not my night, y'all. Alright, so we got his body on. I have to adjust this one. There we go. So that's his legs. His hands. Now I have an extra wire here. Oh, it came from his head. That was easy to thread. There we go. I just kind of like to pinch him there a little bit. So his head's going to go there, hands are going to go there. And we're going to make him so he goes boo. So we may move his head up here, so Boo is kind of in the middle. I don't know, figure out his thumb. Yeah, his thumb's on that side. So I gotta figure out if we want to do his opposite hands or like that. Probably maybe like that. So his head, instead I was thinking in the middle, his head can go up here. And then what I can do is put a little bow tie in here, and that will help cover here. Hey, Wendy. So I may need only the 2. So we'll move them up, well, maybe 3. So what we're going to do here, you guys, this is a wild and crazy night. We're going to stop right here, okay? We're going to do part 2. I'll do it tomorrow night. Oh, you can't see me because I'm standing up. We're going to do part 2 tomorrow night with you all to finish him off. And we'll get the bow because I have a bunch of ribbon here. And if we decide to put a bow on him or just a bow here, a bow tie or whatever. Because it's a crazy night. Everything's falling. Signs are falling. You know, the ghosts are visiting. Cameras falling. Crazy night. Crazy, crazy, crazy night. So, again, if you want to... Oh, thanks, Barb. So what we're going to do, like I said, we'll stop here. I'll come back tomorrow night. If you want alerts, type the word alert. Rosie will send you a message in the private messenger. And then just type alert back there. Or hit anywhere on the page here. Those notification button comes up. Those 3 little white dots. Hit on there, notifications. And if you want to save this. And invite your friends next time too. Alright? Send them over. We have fun. I think that's it. So, as we said, we're going to say welcome to the Nut House, but we're going to say thank you for coming to Nona's Nutty Crafts and to the Nut House tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow night to finish this baby up. Bye.